So yeah, Gas X. And so the battle begins. You like must start recording after I took out one earring. I had my earring in for hours, and then you wait till I take out one earring, start recording the fucking call. It's too
Like,
much.
I guess this ain't going nowhere. This date isn't going where I thought it was. Let me take out my fancy, cute earrings. And then I literally take out one earring of Karishma is recording the call. I'm like, I guess I'll just slip that back on in. Get all dolled up for nothing here.
Um, just all dolled up here. Yeah, I feel like I just missed enough gas content to where I can't sit by and let any more slip by.
I'll be honest. Not again. Oh my God, yeah. Yeah, we've talked about gas a lot tonight. That's crazy. I mean, not like that's anything new really, but specifically just gas and other people's gas problems. Like we really got into it and yeah, giving thanks that we don't.
Yeah, I can't just sit by and watch more gas um content and comedy just slip right through my bare hands.
You don't want it to shart you by, you know? You don't want to just let life just shart you on by, you know?
I don't know how I'd ever shart again.
I just,
Yeah,
yeah, laughing about the whole Shark text thing because I really almost did not send it to you. I just kept staring at it and almost deleted it and just really was like, it's not good enough. Like, yeah, it wasn't good enough and there's no reason to send it. It's not going to amount to anything. And yeah, obviously, that was like really just the beginning.
yeah, I can't even imagine that. Yeah, because my mind, yeah, it's not as like eagle eye as yours. So yeah, basically I sent you a reply and then saw that yours it didn't say cash you in the vortex, it said cash you in the shark text, and I was like, wait, like so I had to like write another email just to say like cash you in the shark text.
Because you had been writing something else. Like what word were you using? You had come up with something, and so we were writing back and forth about that, and that's when Shartex came. So that's why I felt like it wasn't good enough because it was too weird or different. Like yours was, it just made more sense. It was more logical, and Shartex just, I don't know, like it's just obviously very crazy for a lot of reasons. Like this could go anywhere. So yeah, I was feeling kind of insecure about it. Like, this is too crazy. Like it's not gonna be funny. And yeah, obviously it's us. So yeah, we made it really funny.
I can't believe you doubted shark text. Like
Yeah, everything that's come from Shark Tank, it's like, yeah, how could you was there any doubt, you know? But yeah, there was. It was just so revolutionary and cutting edge. Felt like Albert Einstein out here, felt like a young Thomas Edison out here. And yeah, I just thought it was too out there, you know, on the leading edge. But seems like the audience was very receptive and welcoming. So, yeah, just right on top of that, Rose. the don't shart without me and whatnot. Yeah, and then Sharna came like it either came last night or today, like first thing. And I was like, damn, I cannot wait. Like she thought we had been rolling. Like, look at how like wait till she sees what's gonna come right before the meeting. Cause yeah, I didn't actually email you first like I thought I was going to. So then I just kept responding to yours and I was like, wait, she hasn't even heard Shartna yet. So yeah, then I just had to write you a separate email just saying howdy Shartna, because yeah, that's honestly how I heard it this morning, like or whenever I heard it last night or this morning was like what would you say? Like what could I write that would complete Shartna, you know? And then I was just like heard it like howdy Shartna. Yeah.
Yeah,
Also,
'cause there's
basically, like this thing is just on my knee.
oh, the circle thing.
Yeah, like my phone is just yeah sitting like on in here. This
Mm.
this one. But yeah, I just realized it's just straight up sitting on my knee because I feel like too lazy to get up and get my little lap tray. That's usually what I put on the bed, and yeah, this just sits nicely on it at the perfect height and everything. But yeah, I didn't feel like getting up to get that, so I just realized it's been sitting here on my knee.
Yeah, and you had to walk like all the way over there too.
Hmm. And
See how you might be hesitant to make that swimmy, huh? Now your
hmm
arm's still tired, you know?
hmm
Mm-hmm.
10:10.
7:10.
I feel like I do want to get it though because I keep laughing and then the videos, it's just like really shaky.
Sound professional.
Yeah, like what kind of YouTube videos are you guys making? What kind of aesthetic is that? Like you have a t-shirt and a towel.
What's up, boy? Yeah, see you're talking about Shartna. I forgot about that. Like howdy Shartna. Cause yeah, we were in the car earlier and you said um do you even remember the other one that you did in the car earlier?
No.
Yeah,
I
cause
got
the whole time you were doing the howdy Shartna, I thought you were doing the car one, and then I realized like, yeah, you were doing howdy Shartna. There's like one you did in the car that you apparently don't even remember. It was so good and impulsified. You did
I
like that really that Mahabharata Masi that Mahabharata Masi vibe like hey, oh Shartaben oh Shartaben like yeah you did that forgot about it like fucking
oh shit. That's right, because yeah, it threw me off because you were saying when we were in the car, so I was picturing you in the car, but because I wasn't picturing me, yeah, I was sitting out on the dock, and I remember I had just got done with the like putting all the offerings out from the magazine, so I was literally just tucking those all dosiba back into my bag, and then
yeah, that's when it came through. I definitely forgot about that already. I really thought Shartno was the only new one that came through recently, but don't forget about Sharta Ben. Yeah, please don't forget about Sharta Ben. Like, yeah, she might just shart on you, you know. Don't shart on her now. You might get a spirit shart. Um, yeah, and also because like Shantaba, it's just one letter different than
I
our own.
know. I know.
I know. Cause yeah, there was like a chain of thing like Sharda. Sharda is a name that I have heard, but then yeah, just Sharda. Yeah, we gonna introduce Sharda Ben to the world. Maybe that's just all Sharda. Like she just can't help it. She just old, so she just be sharting. I just be like,
She's just dropping like spiritual sage wisdom and just like ignorant or like like just yeah, and then just keeps going. Your face. You're like okay.
well, it's so nerdy because in my mind I'm like, that sounds like not even a shark. A shark to me is just like explosive. There's like no effort. Like, hold on, it's just like she just doing whatever, like bent over, picking some vegetables from the garden, and it's just like, yeah, it's just coming out, like whatever, like she just sharting, no problem. So yeah, it was my brain trying to comprehend what you were saying and then also analyzing the accuracy of it. And I was just like, I don't know, that doesn't sound right. But yeah, it's also yeah, just generally really crazy concept. She got like crazy pose about sharks. So yeah.
Yeah, it's real crazy. Just like bending over, picking vegetables or whatever. Yeah, like like a minute. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's so
that's so
crazy.
normal. Like just do that. Yeah.
Yeah, like she's just bending over, picking up vegetables and sharding. That's real normal. Like okay, all right now.
You was trying to be like all spiritual, like, yeah, she's like dropping spiritual wisdom. Like, yeah, she's just picking vegetables.
Shut up.
She's like a farmer.
Yeah.
Oh my
You know,
god.
turned her into a shortened laborer.
Yeah, they just start something so wrong. Oh, Shartaben. Oh, Shartaben.
Yeah, you did that. Oh, shut that man.
Adios, Shartaben. Oh. Oh, yeah, feeling it in my facial muscles, all this laughter. Mm-hmm. 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 Mm-hmm.
So I have a really funny story. Because you remember how when I told you about like when I try to watch like sassy stuff, I just go to YouTube and like look at Tantra videos, and then you sent me the email with the resource. Well, I just been kind of like it's been at the back of my mind, like, yeah, maybe, yeah. Um, so anyway, I went to my playlist, which usually has a bunch of videos, but like they was like all deleted. So there was like one other video and then a bunch of deleted videos, which are the ones that I watch, and then like some random videos that I don't watch at the end. So like all the clips from that Latin show just like disappeared. So yeah, my playlist, because the video that I tried to click, it just went to the next available one that actually would play. And it's this short film that's been in there for years. I literally haven't watched it ever. It's called Tantrika, and it's an Indian Devi wrote. She acts in it. I don't know if she directs it, but she does a lot of like the production and choreography and story and all of that. um, so yeah, there's definitely some really juicy scenes, but it's also a really disturbing movie, and I didn't know that it was going to be a disturbing movie because it's literally like a tantric cult. So yeah, not the best thing to be watching at night by myself. Also still hot and bothered, so it was like just a really confusing, weird night in general. But yeah, I just keep laughing after I got over like the anger and frustration about what happened that night. Yeah, definitely the heaviness stayed with me for a couple days, but now I just keep laughing about how stupid that was, like how I don't know, maybe some other kind of trauma could have got triggered if I would have tried to go to like the porn website, but a part of me feels like it just could have been a lot easier and very like a lot less stress and trauma. Yeah, cuz yeah, the movie it jumps really quickly from like, oh, it looks normal, and then like, oh, there's some demon shit going on, and then oh wait, but here's some like really juicy scenes, and then oh wait, there's people being, yeah, just crazy things happening. And so yeah, I guess I just wanted to tell you that there's a Debbie out there basically making like spiritual G like porno vibe shit, but like doing it in the context of tantra and like crazy cult stuff. Um
Okay. All right.
yeah.
All right now. So I
Yeah.
ain't the only Indian who done thought of some spiritual porn. No, that's right.
Yeah, so I also wanted to share that with you because it made me realize that yeah, you did tell me that years ago. And
Mm.
then I remembered about the Mexican rainbow gathering that we went to, and then there was like spiritual porn happening in the woods. And I don't know, I feel like there was a lot happened at that rainbow gathering that we never talked about. And so, yeah, it just like a lot's been on my mind for some days now. Yeah, and I think Becca told me one time, she was like, yeah, your sister mentioned that she wanted to make a spiritual porno and she wanted me and Brad to star in it. So then I remembered that. And I just, yeah, there's just been a lot about like us and our journeys in spiritual porn that came up because of that movie.
Yeah, your sister wanted me to do spiritual porno with my boyfriend. Like, oh my god.
Yeah, she was just like, I don't know how I feel about that. And just, yeah, just kind of letting me know that. that came up, and I was like, oh yeah, that does sound really wild. But yeah, we didn't actually get into it. She just kind of told me, and I was like, yeah, that sounds kind of wild. And then we laughed about it, and then that was it, like literally. And then I haven't thought about it until now.
Yeah, I don't really remember that. So yeah, I'm like extra losing it. Like, yeah, just that just sounds really, really crazy right now. Like, yeah.
Yeah, we've been in a lot of different places over the past several years, so yeah, he's definitely having some sacred visions on your mind. And I'm sure you're probably thinking practically like, oh, like her production company and equipment and everything, just logistics. But then I guess you maybe thought like, oh, you guys could just like star in it as well. So just make everything easier.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I just don't remember like seriously trying to talk to somebody about that. Like, so that sounds really crazy.
Yeah, like actually sharing that idea with someone openly and directly like that, and that level of involvement with them too. Yeah.
Yeah, 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 that just all sounds really extra crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, dog. It was fucking like, yeah, walking around to certain like old temple sites and stuff, and I'd be like, man, like this would just look like a real cool place to shoot a porno, like some like some real like cool spiritual shit going down here, man.
Yeah, I guess I've never thought about it in the sense of like recording porno, like spiritual porno. I've just my first thought is like, oh, it'd be yeah, like I want to make love here, There's yeah, no cameras involved, but just yeah, I've definitely been out in nature or yeah, like temple kind of vibes and just feel that real profound spiritual divine vibration. I'm like, yeah, this would be a really nice place to do that at, but yeah, just seeing straight up like temple sites and being like, oh, this would be a really great set for like a spiritual porno. Yeah, that's definitely like next level creativity.
Yeah, man. Cause yeah, just the stuff I was reading and exposing myself to, I feel like it was a mix of what I was like consciously receiving and then also just visions and vibes being in certain places, you can just tune into it. So I'd feel like, yeah, man, it was some sacred sexual healing sessions going on here, and had these special oils and crystals and herbs and all that. And so yeah, I'd just be catching the visions of yeah, the whole thing.
Trying to like angle this to where my titties don't look just like ridiculous in the shop, but I really kind of feel like there's no way around it at this point. I don't know. Yeah, dog, like do you remember that retreat that y'all came to pick me up from and you gave that sweet gift to Sonia? I think yeah, she told me straight up about like using that for like intimate sexual stuff. And I was like, maybe you should tell Twin this because she gave you those gifts. And like, I don't know, you kind of making me uncomfortable right now. Cause like it was just really unexpected. The only thing that I use shea butter from you for is like putting it on my face or my lips, like I don't ever think like, oh, I'm about to get like intimate and freaky. Like, let me just whip out that shea butter from Twin. So like she just told me way more details and information than I was trying to know or definitely was prepared to know in that moment. And yeah, I just remember thinking like, why is she telling me this? Because like Twin gave her those like self-care products.
Yeah. Damn.
Or
Yes.
like to get on Etsy and write her a review or something to convince other people like it's a really great intimate lubricator. Cause yeah, like I just use it on my face and like yeah.
Innocent. Yeah, I love that comedy. Yeah, those, yeah, see, that's what I mean. Yeah, because also that book showed up a little later, but it only enhanced those visions. The sacred lineages, the codes of light one, because yeah, they're straight up stories of like, yeah, that's their first like kind of sexual experiences or awakenings is like the elders helping them with like crystals and stuff. Yeah, like um
Wait, what?
yeah, like in one of the I was like, I don't know if you want to hear this right now, but yeah, like one of the stories, like I don't remember what culture or like what where they're at in that story, but yeah, one of them is like the when the females are ready for, you know, those kind of experiences, the elder women, like they all gather around them and they basically stimulate her senses. Like they just basically arouse her with a lot of like sweet caresses and like cultivate her energy. And then when she's like ready to like orgasm, like one of the elders, usually the auntie, will take a crystal wand and yeah, that's her first time is yeah, it's a crystal wand and all the matriarchy females are just holding space for that to be her first experience of a beautiful sacred orgasm and sexual energies flowing through. And then she's just held all night. They all lay there all night holding her and yeah, it's a whole thing. The whole thing.
Yeah, the stupid thing is I can't even see her face because like it's just cut off from the screen. Yeah, there we go. Um, yeah, so I couldn't see it the whole time you were telling that story, and then definitely not afterwards. But yeah, at first, like when I was hearing those details and just sensing where it was going, I was getting really creeped out and it just felt weird. But then, yeah, whenever I just breathed and relaxed and actually felt what's happening, I was like, damn, that's really deep, you know. And yeah, and though it sounds really different and it still sounds weird, it also makes a lot of sense to have the first experience be so like held in matriarchy vibes, you know. Um, that's just straight like Shakti vibes, you know. Of course, yeah, if the trust and everything is there beforehand, you know, that just yeah, that just really sounds like such a safe um first experience, you know, so that they can ensure that everything is dealt with and handled really consciously and lovingly, you know. That's like yeah, a lot of like really deep programming, you know. So you don't remember like what part of the world that's in?
No, no, because I was reading that book when Micah was like a baby, so that within that first year, so it's been a good like 6 years or so since I was reading that actively. So yeah, I definitely don't remember where they were at, but yeah, I just remember like yeah, it was really deep matriarchy medicine. Um and
Is
yeah,
it most is
yeah,
it
reading
mostly just from Europe or is it like in the book it's over the whole world?
it is mostly European, but it is all over the world. Like towards the end, like they're straight up like Peru. There's one of the last ones is Peruvian. Um There's like some Middle Eastern vibes in the beginning, middle, but yeah, a lot of it is more European vibes. And then towards there's like little spurts of other world cultures, and it definitely rides out really hard with like Peru at the end. Yeah, because yeah, I remember reading it like, yeah, that was years ago, and I had like literally just had a daughter, so I was like, oh, this is fucking weird. But yeah, it's a lot to like, yeah, because we're just, you know, exposed to certain things societally. So yeah, it does sound and like look really weird or creepy, but actually it's like you're saying, when you take that kind of barrier down, that mental barrier, and just feel it for what it is, you're like, actually that's the opposite of creepy, because it's like, yeah, with proper information and like guidance, those other things get avoided because there's like a strong, clear template of what it's supposed to look and feel like. And so
Mhm.
anything else that is like a clear, like, nah, this ain't it, you know? So yeah, it was weird to digest mentally at first, but yeah, I was like, damn, yeah, that's some GS matriarchy right there of like ensuring the Devi's yeah, just divine connection with the divine energies, you know, having a very healthy relation and connection with all those frequencies and vibes. Yeah, I'm just like, I'm blown by the family dynamics of that, you know, to be, yeah, like there just has to be a profound safety and trust with those women, you know, to even like go there together. That sounds the wildest part to me, you know, because there's a lot of cultures. I mean, just within our family, a lot of the Indian ladies, they'll just get changed in front of each other, and like being naked or being seen as naked in front of each other, there's a level of comfort there. But then adding like the whole sexual factor into it, I'm like, they definitely don't do that because just sex is so taboo generally in Indian culture. But I'm just imagining what kind of, yeah, closeness and intimacy is there between the family members for them to, yeah, get, that's like the most intimate out of all like the human experiences, like kind of like that ultimate, you're literally like communing with the divine within, you know, that sacred Shiv Shakti. So yeah, that's really mind blowing on a lot of levels. Yeah, because it's also like the women handle it not just for the females, but they handle it for the males too. And so yeah, it's also, it sounds really fucking weird, but yeah, also the aunties basically initiate like the males as well. And so they're basically taught by like an elder woman how to please a woman, like how to like love and respect and honor a woman. They're shown and guided what to do, how to like literally warm her up, take her there. And yeah, they're like guided through the whole process of what to do before, during, and after those kinds of interactions. I feel like I just barely processed like women with women, and then you're like, yeah, actually, they do that. I'm like, okay, now I'm like feeling it in my belly, and just like, yeah, okay, this is literally a lot to digest. Like, what? Oh shit, man. Yeah, that's just atomic. Obviously, like with the PTSD, it's been coming up a lot, and yeah, there's just so many factors to human sexuality, you know, and I feel like it's honestly one of the most or one of the least talked about topics or least delved into, you know. So there's just so much like literal darkness around it, you know. And yeah, I definitely can see how that's a big problem. A lot of the stuff that humanity's facing or has been facing for a long time is just, yeah, that it's been handled in really not healthy and light, loving ways, you know? So, yeah, just the main takeaway from what you're sharing is like it's kind of like how I feel about when we know that a friend hasn't experienced a certain substance before, then we like really talk to them, explain things to them, prepare them mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and really set them up. Like the few friends that we ate shrooms with in college that had never eaten them, or even just smoking, like people that had never smoked ganja before, like we really explained things to them and made sure we set up a healthy, loving, supportive environment like beforehand, and then also obviously during and after the journey. So yeah, I'm like, if we care about people having positive first experiences with nice plant substances at that level, yeah, I can totally see, yeah, the same being done for sexual intimacy and that spiritual experience. The way in which people do it, that's, yeah, it's obviously really different. It varies, but I guess it's making me also think about Indian culture and how that's like a positive aspect of the courtesans, you know? I feel like a lot of men learn through them, um, how to love and how to, you know, be with a woman. That just even though there's a lot of aspects that I don't agree with, obviously, that specific dynamic of learning how to love and the art of making love, I think that's cool because they're not related. So in my mind, that just it seems more natural. I'm like, why don't they just have like elder courtesan women or elder courtesan men that nobody's related to, but like it's still, yeah, like there's a group of people that that's just their purpose willingly, like they want to, yeah, help the young ones. But yeah, just the fact that they're related, that's, yeah, that's definitely taking longer to, yeah. Yeah, that book has a lot of kind of mind fucks like that because a lot of those yeah, those old cultures where there's like those really seriousness about pure breeds, you know, and the pure consciousness. So yeah, there's a lot in that book about those sorts of like romantic partnerships between family, literally for like pure blood consciousness, you know. So yeah, there's a lot of that to digest on every level of, yeah. Um, Yeah, so just a heads up about the Tantrika movie. Like I said, there are certain areas where it's like actually nice to watch, but yeah, like if that is something you're interested in, I was just gonna send you the link because you know you can do that. Like that's what I did. I just do the like scroller to just like flip through and see where the parts are that I want to watch. So yeah, I definitely didn't take notes for timestamps or anything, but that is a possibility just because I feel like the scenes are so like because of her, she is such a Devi and like it was like her body is she's yeah, just straight up looks like she just walked off one of those like temple columns or something. She got like even bigger titties than we do and just like honestly, I feel like her body's so fit just from all the thunder, like like she just looks like she just straight up like fucks a lot. Like that's why her, because she's not like skinny, but she's not fat. She's just like a really healthy, juicy kind of thick. Like talk about hashtag body goals, you know? Like yeah. So yeah, she is such a Devi, and yeah, she makes the scenes really juicy. So yeah, I feel like it's worth it just watching those scenes, but yeah, just like a straight up heads up. It's like yeah, kind of like really yeah, like for real straight up cult stuff where people like get murdered, you know, is offering. So yeah, there's there's that whole crazy aspect. I feel like she does do a good job at keeping it moving. Like they show that it happens, but they don't dwell on the violence of it. But yeah, they do show that people have died. So yeah, okay, all
Yeah.
right, all right now, yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, I see. I still remember that. That's when it came up because I was like, oh, you sit there and like scroll through for just those parts, and I was like, you could just go to a website with just those parts. So yeah, it's just funny how that's still, yeah, was still everybody had their own path and preference. Some people like the scenic route, some people like the direct get it done route. So it's just how the mood striking you now. We're gonna get there, Eric, but I just want to see some trees along the way. Yeah, yeah. So, yeah, like you said, you like a nice story, you know, set me up, you know. It is a hilarious story though, because she straight up shows up in like on a beach in Australia and then just like infiltrates some like retreat out in the woods or something. She's just like, oh, Tantra. And then she just like, yeah, I guess that like demoness look in her eyes. And then she just, yeah, straight up takes over this whole retreat of a bunch of white people trying to do like, I don't know what out in the middle. So I'm like, that's a lesson to all white people. Like, this is just like, yo, this should actually happen. So beware. It's just, yeah, it's a general like PSA to humanity, but specifically to white people being too eager to jump into whatever spiritually. But yeah, just it's a hilarious story because yeah, and that's what I did appreciate. It's not just a cheesy, yeah, just for the sake of like, let's try to throw a story just to, throw these sexy scenes into. But yeah, the story of it, like how she shows up in Australia, the specific guy that, like, yeah, there's an attraction with, and it's because he's part Indian and a specific, like, lineage of royalty and stuff. And then it's like actually a Devi friend, like his best friend, who basically saves him. She's the only one that, like, is really hip to her bad vibes, and everyone else is just like enamored with her and they're like, oh, like, we just love you. Yeah, just like totally like, yeah, buying it. And she's just like, I don't know, something's off, something's not right about her, like something's just weird about her energy. And yeah, she felt it right away, and she's not, yeah, she doesn't get swayed by her inner guidance. And it's because of her that they're able to, like, yeah, break free and also set the Debbie herself free. So it's a deep journey because at first she just looks like a psychopath, but then it goes back into time and it shows like previous lifetimes, and it's literally her destiny to do that. And it's like she has this inner conflict with herself where she doesn't want to be killing these people, but she just feels like she has to, and she doesn't know why. So she just like goes off on her guru because her guru's like, oh, how could you? And he's just like so disappointed when he finds out the fuckery that she's been doing. And then yeah, she's like, yo, like, you have no idea what it's like. So it got really deep also, just saying, like, yeah, so you might actually want to watch it, but like, yeah, be wary of certain parts that start happening later in the movie. But yeah, just the beginning was really deep, and there's a lot of beautiful, like I said, the actual like sensual scenes are really beautiful, and there's both like male and female. There's female, and there's all different like cultures. There's like white people, Indian people, and whatever random other people. Yeah, that sounds really lit though. Like, that's, yeah. It is. Like I said, if I would have been prepared for the journey and like, yeah, been better set up with like support and
not by myself. Like, yeah, it wouldn't have been so traumatic and triggering. But yeah, I did like research her, and look into her because I was so curious, like, what the fuck is up with her? Like, why is she writing and making these kind of movies? And yeah, so she's just really about like sexual liberation for our Shakti, and also yeah, she's all about love. So it's a lot of Devi Life vibes. She's really trying to redefine sexuality and remove the taboo and stigma around it, and just, yeah, have it be an empowering thing for women, especially, to be free in our bodies and do what we want with our bodies, and to treat sex as like a really loving, sacred, divine thing. So yeah, she's definitely like a straight up real life Devi, and that's like part of her business. She posted that YouTube movie for free, but there's like premium content that you like pay on her app or whatever. So yeah, it's straight up like her business purpose mission kind of vibes. Yeah. I think I know what I want to do with my life. I found my calling. So yeah. Just, oh, hey, mom and dad, y'all just showing up all of a sudden. The fuckers. Meet the fuckers. Or the second one, the parents. It's like his parents. Yeah. Yeah, it was just like me, you and Micah having this Devi Life ass day, and I'm like, oh, I found my spiritual calling, reading like your Tantra book, taking a shit, and I'm like, yeah, just having this like revelations, and then yeah, mommy and daddy show up all of a sudden, and yeah, just surprise, hi. Oh, what are you guys doing here? Like, oh, hey, we just came to surprise you guys. So
Oh,
yeah.
that's the day they like they showed up because y'all were trying to surprise them.
I don't remember the details honestly, but yeah, it was just stupid comedy because like we didn't know they were coming and they didn't know we were there. So I think that they just thought they were coming to see you and check up on you, but like yeah, we were there, and so yeah, we are just like, "Oh, hey, surprise." But yeah, we were just like hanging out and we didn't tell them that we were there.
Wow, I didn't know. I thought there was only one time they got surprised, and that was when, like, yeah, Micah was straight up crying, and we just like left her at the front door as like the surprise. Like that's the most stupid surprise ever. It's like, here's your crying granddaughter. Like, oh my God. You just like open the door, like, what the fuck? Like, this ain't even a joke, y'all.
That's so dumb. Yeah, see that kind of shit I really don't remember unless you tell me about it.
Yeah, we basically, that time we knew they were coming, but they didn't know that y'all were there. So that was a planned surprise. And then all of us, but they just showed up all of a sudden. Like we didn't know in that exact moment that they were about to be there. So we were like, oh shit, what do we do? And like, yeah, Mike was just straight up crying. And we were in the middle of trying to like, yeah, console her and be with her. And then all of a sudden, they just kept like knocking at the front door. And then that's what we did, was just like went and put your baby there, unlocked the door, and then ran and hid. So like, do you see like how it wasn't even funny to them? They were just like really concerned. Like it wasn't
Yeah.
a fun surprise.
Oh my god. Oh my gosh.
It
That's
was
so
like a disturbing surprise.
yeah, so alarming. I would be so alarmed if I just like was trying to visit somebody and they just like have a crying baby and like nobody else in sight and be like, what the fuck is going on right
Damn. always been doing our best all along our way, you know. We really have. I woke up from some crazy dreams this morning, and so I looked over and just pulled a book off my shelf. And it was like this book that you made for me. Do you remember this? Oh, wow. Yeah, so it was really deep just pulling this off my shelf, and I literally stared at every single picture and just, yeah, everything that you taped on here. And then, yeah, I realized this is the journal that I wrote in on our trip in Mexico. And I literally just read the first few pages, and it was just it was so deep, dog. It was so fucking deep. And it was like, yeah, like I fell off a bicycle today, and blah blah blah, and just there was a pile of rocks just inches from my head, but like, yeah, I'm still alive, and yeah, I just wrote way more about you and us like being there together than I realized. So yeah, it got really deep because the stupid thing is, yeah, the bad dreams were about me and you. And then yeah, I literally just got up and was praying to Devi. I was like, yeah, I don't like how I feel right now. And yeah, I was just staring at that stack of books, and it's a bunch of Wee Moon journals, but yeah, this one was like pushed off in the back because it's so small. Um, yeah, I had to like reach in the back just to pull this out, and then yeah, like I said, I just read the first like maybe 2 or 3 pages, but yeah, it was just real deep. Our journeys made, we just really been a lot of places together, not just physically, obviously. Yeah. Your face is cut off right now, the top part. Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
just stay deep as the abyss. Yeah, because this notepad, I spent more time reading this notepad. It's literally a bunch of people's email addresses and phone numbers. It's filled with just like all the people that we met.
Devi,
But what?
Devi Life email list.
Yeah, basically all these people would want to watch our um yeah.
Um,
Hey Debbie, can you hold on a moment? Yeah.
Thanks.
Yes, Ashley's here and she was running errands, so she was just coming to say she's getting ready to go soon. Um, just like dropped the phone on my foot. So, just apologize to your toes, to your foot there, mate. Sorry about that, mate. Sorry, Mrs. Foot. um, I know we're coming up to the time around the time where we said we were going to end. But yeah, on the back of all these contacts, I just wanted to read you two quotes that I had wrote from just random people and scenes. Um, the first one is, can you imagine pushing someone in a wheelchair up here? This is a white lady to her man in Thule Mayan ruins. Okay. It's from December 10th, 2012. Okay. 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 And the second one is, if a man only has one feather, in the end, they take away even that feather. This is ABBA, example of Indian tragedy in film. Do you know who ABBA is? It's Liana's dad. So apparently, me and him had a conversation about how dramatic Indian movies can be. And that was his example that he came up with to describe how tragic they are. If a man only has a feather, in the end, they take away even that feather. Damn. Yeah, just like all these years later, I'm like, what kind of dramatic ass movies did Abba even see? Time period. He must have just been watching those like intense ass, like just classic ones. Yeah, just so dramatic. Doing the most. Yeah, me and Micah, we've been having some really deep ass talks, and I can feel like how much more she wants to know about, yeah, her younger years and even like the pregnancy and all of that, just her journeys ever since kind of thing. So yeah, feeling that like just yeah, getting ready to be ready to like go through my love letters, go through pictures, because yeah, I feel her like yeah, patient, but also like her curiosity growing stronger by the minute kind of thing of like, yeah, she just really wants to see pictures and hear stories and yeah, just like know those kind of things about her humble beginnings. So, yeah, deep, yeah, just a little Mexico time capsule journal because I made one for myself too. So we both had kind of matching ones that we were using when we were in Mexico. So yeah, it's been years since I looked through mine, but I think the last time I looked at it was in Santa Cruz and yeah, I could barely look at the first page or two because it was like really deep. Yeah, just everything that's happening within and without at that time. Yeah, it was really deep for me too. Honestly, I'm so glad I read it was yeah, in my own nerdy way, I read the address book first. Because then I had those two quotes to really lose it laughing at. Yeah, I could only read just the very first entry, which was maybe 2, 3 pages long, because yeah, just the details that I was writing about us, I don't remember that. We remember what we want to remember basically. So, yeah, yeah, it was really crazy to me the experiences and memories that we have of those times together and then yeah, reading stuff
that I wrote, which was really different. It sounded so beautiful, and like I was genuinely enjoying myself and really present and just appreciating there all of us being together. And yeah, it's easy to forget that there was actual happiness and joy, once other things happen, and it seems like those become so much more predominant, like that's the main story that our mind wraps onto. But yeah, there was so much more, and like the specific detail about you was like, yeah, I just wrote more than once, like Twin's so sweet about me crying, because obviously like I was crying all the time then, like more than even I realized that I was crying. So yeah, I obviously noticed it enough to like write it more than once, that yeah, you were just like really sweet about me crying. Because not that I wouldn't say that now, but I just feel like I cry so much now that yeah, there's a lot of different responses. It's like, oh, here she go again, and like yeah, there's a lot of the comedy. I definitely feel like supported and like a lot of love, but yeah, sweetness isn't always the first word that I would go with, like I'm like crying with you, because yeah, you can really be a comedian. So yeah, back then, just yeah, it felt really precious to me, like the closeness that we had, and we were just so happy to be together again, that we were just so loving and supportive. And yeah, it just kind of makes me sad that I don't really remember that. As well as I would like to. Yeah. Mhm. I've seen that hints of that when I'm searching for certain messages or emails, and I'll see like really old communication of when we had first got back in touch. And yeah, it's a very special, excited energy. Yeah, so much excitement. Mhm. Yeah, 20s. Yeah, it is. It's really precious and deep. I got really excited because I saw a comment that a twin wrote on one of Kelly's videos, and they were just like, "Yeah, you inspired me and my twin brother to make videos again. Check out our page." And then I clicked it. They literally have three videos. There's some kind of Asian, and just yeah, I didn't even click one to watch one, but I was so excited by that comment. And then yeah, it was pretty big letdown actually seeing their page with three videos from 1 year ago. Um, yeah, just reading twin in the comment was enough to get me really curious. So um that's definitely a niche. I know there are twin YouTubers. I remember I sent you those little young blood girls that don't even speak English months ago. But yeah, I know they exist, but there's still a lot more room. Yeah, there's definitely plenty of room and call for us. Yeah, Damon left a comment on one of the videos that I watched, and yeah, that was basically what he was saying. He was like, yeah, moral of story, even if the content that you want to share has already been shared, you should still make your YouTube channel and make your videos, because no one has done it like you. And he like emphasized all caps lock dramatically like you. Um, so yeah, no one can express what we do like we do. I'll make them like you. Yeah, every time we say stuff like that, it's like that same song. It always cues up. So yeah, yeah. What song cues up? I didn't catch that. Nothing like you. That K Tronado one. Yeah, it's like a deja vu because that's happened before. We're like, yeah, there's nobody like us, nobody like you, and I'll be like,
Ain't nothing like you. I don't make them like you. Um, yeah, it's in there somewhere in your playlist, but yeah, it's it's one of them. Okay. Okay, that sounds great. Yeah, the only song that's coming to my mind is like the project that the Black Keys did with a bunch of Black New York artists and rappers. So yeah, there's one of my favorite ones is yeah, it's literally called Ain't None Like You, Ain't Nothing Like You. Um, but yeah, I could tell that's not what you were talking about. So thanks for clarifying again with a deja vu. Yeah. 808. Mm, 1108. Man, what was we watch? Oh, we were watching one of the episodes of Shutting and they kept talking about miracles. Yeah, let's bring that into the conversation. Let's get religious up in here. Oh
It's just
yeah, I hear the name and I just yeah, just the name that makes me lose it. Yeah, last night I pulled up a Sufi saint one, and then a Shiva one, so I can't remember which one they kept talking about miracles, but yeah, I kept trying to find, because when the subtitles are coming on, I'm hearing the Hindi, but I'm reading English subtitles. So yeah, I try to do it actively to where I'm learning as well, not just reading what they're saying. But yeah, I kept hearing the word I kept seeing the word miracle on the screen and I kept hearing the word Karishma in some form. And I was like, oh shit, is that it? And then, yeah, it happened like 3 or 4 times. And I was like, yeah, that's the only word. And I was like, yeah, that's what Twin has been telling me for years. And I guess if someone were to ask me, like, oh, what does your sister's name mean? I feel like I always remember in that kind of context. But yeah, hearing it in like mantras and things like that, I don't there's like I don't know, there's been a disassociation, but reading it at the same time and I'm hearing that word, yeah, it just made that connection really clearly in a way that I feel like I'll actually remember um from now on because yeah, I just kept hearing some form of the word that Karishma and yeah, just seeing them miracles showing up on the screen, I said, there go my 20, all them miracles manifesting. Wow, that's so special. Yeah. Get to hear my name in the mantra. Yeah, I actually reading the Devi Mahatmya. I'm like, we got a lot of cousins, like a lot of our family's names show up in there. I'm like, mine is one that I still haven't seen other than if someone happens to be talking about Kashmir. But yeah, like straight up my name, nah, but yours, obviously Puja and Arti, but even Trishna in the Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu, there's Trishna Rupena and just yeah, a lot of our family members I've been realizing their names be coming up. It's 1111. Mm. I have really exciting news. I should be expecting my copy to arrive tomorrow. Okay, that's really fucking exciting because I was just getting ready to ask you. I've been thinking about it. every day and just like, yeah, should I just go ahead and place an order and like we can just say that'll be part of your birthday present or like, because I'm like, yeah, obviously I was thinking about that, but I was like, I don't want her to wait until her actual birthday because that's, yeah, like you could just be reading it every day. So I was like, yeah, I would happily pay for it and just like have it be a part of your early birthday present, just to make me feel better about buying it. But yeah, I just been wanting to ask you because I know you mentioned, yeah, you're working on it, but yeah, it had been a couple weeks since we talked about it. So yeah, I was just seriously getting ready to ask you. I was like, man, should I send a copy over there, B? Yes. Yeah, I handled it. I knew I was going to. When you told me the price, I was like, man, I really, yeah, that's nothing. Let me get on that. Um, so yeah, I just kind of, yeah, I wanted to say bye to her real quick because yeah, I want help getting my back roller too, like the medicine for my back. Um, so yeah, I wanted to do that real quick before she was leaving, but yeah. Um Yeah, I was like, yeah, it's kind of like wrapping up here. Otherwise, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, because I was like, I don't want to be like, oh, can you wait a couple minutes and then it takes too long. Yeah, yeah, no, that's straight. This is around the time we said, yeah. So, yeah, I'm really fucking happy to hear that because that's what I was feeling. I was like, no, she's got this. Debbie got her. She gonna get her book. But yeah, just my mind, the more time that went by when I didn't hear about it, I was like, yeah. So I'm really happy to hear that because obviously it'll just be more rewarding and gratifying for you that way, however you manifested that. And yeah, it's literally like day and night. First thing when I wake up, especially if I wake up from weird dreams, and that's what I've been falling asleep to. I've literally been reading that book until I fall asleep instead of watching something until I fall asleep. So yeah, it's just a really nice companion, and she just like rests on the bed next to me, like while I sleep. So I'm so happy to hear that, Debbie. Well done, mate. Well done. Thank you. Yeah, I'm excited to join the club. Welcome to the club, Mija. We can stay reading these scriptures, talking about these scriptures. Like, now, if you could refer to page 137, verse 4.2. Yeah, I'm for real. I'm really excited for a lot of reasons. Like, I'm so excited to receive those holy scriptures. Yeah, that makes me happy too because I'm like, yeah, yeah, just the whole relief of not sending pictures because every day I'm like, oh, I gotta send her pictures of this, and I gotta send this, and now just, yeah, I could just send you a message like, hey, you seen page one, yeah, 125, or like, yeah, that verse on this page. Yeah, that's exciting. Mhm. Yeah. So yeah, I'm excited. That was the very first handle or purchase I handled, and then yeah, I'm gonna ask for help with my little back medicine. Yeah, I gotta send a picture to you. It's like the only thing that actually works for this type of back pain that I've experienced. So yeah, for just about 10, $11, I'd say that's, yeah, it's nothing for actual relief. So
What is it?
it's like a roll-on. It's like a cooling gel roll-on thing.
Oh.
Yeah, but it's a specific one that she had that when I threw my back out the first time, it actually worked. Because then the next time, I got something else just from the store and it didn't work at all, and it was even more expensive. So yeah, there's this one specific roll-on one that we know that actually really works for both of us. So yeah. Yeah, I just wanted to ask, huh? For it works for you and Ashley. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So yeah,
Okay.
her back stuff. So when I threw mine out, she let me use hers, and yeah, it actually was the only thing that gave me any sort of relief. And this time around, yeah, I've tried all sorts of stuff, and nothing's given any relief like that one roll on did. I
So
see.
yeah,
Yeah, it's on Amazon for like $10 or so. So yeah, she showed me that weeks ago, but yeah, I ain't even have that then. So I'm like, I got that and I'm ready now. So yeah. Yeah, just yeah, no rush, but whenever you remember to, if you could just forward the link to me, I'll check it out and see what it is. Yeah, definitely. All right, my Devi. This is a great one, a wild one. That severe thunderstorm still blown about all that. And yeah, we didn't even know that was how we were just like out there enjoying a beautiful sunset and just like one thing leading to another. And yeah, just all of us. It was literally our whole family. Well, yeah, obviously Boya and Maika weren't physically there, but yeah, just a lot of our OG family just gathered to cash in on that, and co-create that divine
yeah,
show. So that was really special, and yeah, I feel pretty satisfied with our spectrum of our journeys today. Yeah, that was beautiful. Just yeah, that stunning, wild, live beauty. Yeah, it just looked like cosmic currents of energy in the sky and atmosphere. So yeah, so we all felt a lot of grace from that supreme wild presence. And then yeah, as we know, the way Devi impulsifies us, we just yeah, always go somewhere special in the back. Real special. Yeah. Yeah. All right, Debbie. Yeah, I'm gonna send you that link for that because yeah, you might be able to copy one. It's really worth it, I would say, just to have on hand. So yeah, just get you that good breast, that good breast, and yeah, just let the vibes handle and soothe all those little kinks out.
Ooh, child.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely been using this back thing as an excuse to just like smoke a lot. So, yeah, between my CBD oil and pretty strong ganja, just been staying highly meditated over here, and I'm having fun. I'm enjoying it. I'm just having a party with it. Yeah, yeah, I really feel you. I feel you on that. Yeah, yeah, right there with you. Yeah, Debbie, we all have fun. And yeah, tell sis I said what's up. All
Oh,
right. Yeah, just I've been thinking about her, so yeah, just tell her I said hey. Hey, I will. I will. Yeah. Um yeah, 'cause she was just gonna get going and I was like, yeah, I wanted to just yeah, have a little ceremony or say bye and then yeah, I really want to order that roll on, man, for real. It's a great relief. So
yeah,
yeah, Debbie,
yeah.
enjoy
Love
y'all
it.
ceremony. I'll be ceremony with y'all from the Shartex, I'm just holding down Devi Life and yeah, we in this together and um I'll be cashing you. I'll be around this weekend. The fam's going to Georgia, so I'll have the house to myself. Little cousin Drew graduating high school, going grown man. So yeah, I'll just be here. I can't come. I threw out my back. I'm sorry, family. I can't make it. Such a tragedy that this happened. Body bichari, body gay. Mom, probably the only people that I've told, but they both were like, "What were you doing?" You know, and yeah, it's really stupid compared to what I have been doing, and it was him. It was him. So yeah, 11:22. I love you, Devi. Twinkle, J Devi. Um, I love you, Twin, Kashmira Devi, the light of Kashmir. And yeah, just keep shining that Devi essence and presence. Mm, thank you.
You
With your
see my
two earrings.
you
Yeah,
see
with your two pretty
my
earrings. With your
you
two
see
earrings.
my little Saturn?
Yeah, with your two pretty little earrings. J Devi. Devi.